What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 1 of this 2009 New York Rangers franchise mode here on NHL 26. That is right. Finally, I got a hold of these rosters. A 2009 Ranger rebuild. Here we go. Very weird time in Rangers history. It's a very mediocre team carried by Henrik Lundqvist, top 3 goalie in the league right now. Your forward core, Nigel Dawes, Brandon Dubinsky, and Ryan Callahan. Nikolai Zherdev, Scott Gomez, and Marcus Naslund, Lori Korpikoski, Chris Drury, and Peter Pruka, and then Frederick Sostrom, Blair Betts, and Patrick Rissmiller. On defense, Mark Stahl and Dan Girardi, Michael Roosevelt and Wade Redden, and Dmitry Kalinin and Paul Mara. Goalies, Lundqvist and Valaket, Spratch, Voros, and Fritsch. In this system, we got a pretty good farm, if I do say so myself. Of course, you got Alexei Sharapov, the guy who had a heart attack on the bench. In the 07 draft, he was projected as a top 5 talent, fell to 17 because of the worry of him not coming over. But he is in the AHL, 77 overall, medium elite, 19 years old. He will easily be on the team next year. Then we have Artem Anisimov, Hugh Jessamine, P.A. Parentu, Derek Stepan, Dale Weiss, and Tom Pyatt. On defense, Michael Delzato, Michael Sauer, Bobby Sanguetti, and Corey Potter, and in net, Matthew Azaba. So here we go. Episode 1 of this 2009 Rangers rebuild. First game of the rebuild, Rangers Islanders at UBS. Here we go. First game of the season is underway. The 08-09 year underway immediately. First period 0-0 after 1. 2-0 Rangers at the end of 2. Pruka and Betts. And it is a 5-2 opening night Ranger win. There it is. 25 saves from Henrik Lundqvist to open up the season. There we go, boys. Now we play the Sabres. The only 2 New York teams, we will be facing them in the first 2 games of the year against Buffalo. In Buffalo, here we go. 0-0. Now it's 3-0 Sabres, and this game is over. A 4-1 win where we allow Henrik Lundqvist to face 42 shots. We get outshot 42-21. Terrible performance. We play the Islanders again. Here we go. Second matchup in 3 games to start off the season against the Islanders. 0-0. 1-0 it's Gervais, and it's a 2-0 loss. We are 1-2 to start the year, and guess who we play next? The Sabres. For the second time this year, here we go again against Buffalo, this time at the Garden. Game number 4. We've only played 2 teams this season. We're up 1, it's Naslund, and it's a 4-0 shutout for the Rangers. There we go. Great job. We're 2-2 to start the year. Very mediocre for a very mediocre team. We will play the Predators and Lightning now here at Bridgestone Arena. 1-0 is Roosevelt. Still 1-0. Rangers win 4-1. Lundqvist with another great performance. 36 saves. Rangers get the win. Led by Nigel Dawes on that first line with 2 goals. He has 5 points in the first 5 games. Now against Tampa Bay, then we play the New Jersey Devils. Here we go. 2-0. Nigel Dawes has 4 goals in his last 2 games. 4-1 Rangers, Korpikoski and Sostrom. And it's a 5-1 Ranger win. 27 saves for Lundqvist. Great start to the year for the Rangers. They're 4-2. We play the Devils there. 500 to start the year. Lundqvist with a .938 and a .201 to start off this season. What a performance from King Henrik. 1-1 after 1. Gomez and Legenbrunner. Still 1-1. We are getting outshot by 10. 3-1 we lose. We almost give up 50 shots. That is crazy.
I hate to play the Devils. I really do.
You have to, your goaltender has to make 36 saves or 46 saves. Really? Are you kidding? That's pathetic. We play the Predators and we're down 2 early. This game is over. A 4-2 loss to the Predators. Then we will play the Islanders and Blues. Islanders for the 3rd time in a month, and then get to calendar simming. The Islanders are 1-8. We are 4-4. Here we go. 1-0. It's Hunter. Game over. 5-2 loss against the 1-8 Islanders. That's pathetic. That is really pathetic. We'll play the Blues we'll play the Blues game 10 and then get the calendar simming. 2-0. 2-1. Naslund, it's a 1-goal game. Game over. 5-1. Valakek gets killed in back-to-back. The Rangers are on a fall here. We are 4-6 through our first 10. Where does that put us? Second to last in the Atlantic Division. We will sim up to this game against the end of the month against the Devils. We play Minnesota, New Jersey, and Pittsburgh until then. 3 games, you need 2 wins. You lose 7-3. You lose 8-1. And you lose 5-1.
How could we do this?
4-9 on the season. Why is Valakech still in that? Why is he still in our goalie? Put Lundqvist in. You've put that idiot in for long enough. Oh. Okay, maybe it wasn't Valakech. Never mind.
It wasn't Lundqvist gave up all those goals?
Yeah, even though he had an unbelievable start to the year. 2-0. Devils. 3-0. Game over. 3-0. Shutout loss. You get outshot by 10. We're back. We're back.
Secret fantasies is going out there and just beating the Devils 5-0.
Yeah. We'll play the Penguins. 2-1, we have the lead. 4-1, game over. 4-2 win. There we go. Lundqvist, you needed that bump-up game. 25 save night. Good win. We will play the Hurricanes now. They're 7-4-3. We are 5-10. Is this a good draft to be bad in? Probably. I would say so. 2-0, we're down. 3-1, game over. 5-3 loss. Again, Lundqvist has to go out there. He has to make 30 saves for us to even have a chance.
God.
I mean,
That's a lot of pressure.
this is getting ridiculous. We will play the Blackhawks and then the Coyotes and Ducks to end off the month of November. We still have not gone into an overtime game. There's a 3-2 overtime win and a 5-2 win. We are 3-1 in our last 4. Now we play the Chicago Blackhawks. 1-0. Korpikoski. 1-1, we're tied. It's Kane. 3-2, we get the win. Drury, the winner against Chicago. There it is. We're starting to climb back. We're 8-11, but we're not really that close to being in the playoff spot.
No, I don't think so.
We are
11, and how far into the season are we?
20 games. 5-0 loss against Minnesota. 2-1 loss against Florida. 6-4 loss against Phoenix.
Oh my God, here we go. Down to the basement.
4-0 win against the Devils. And we are
Against the Devils?
4-0 win.
Oh.
And Grandma was right. We are right back down in the basement. Somehow the Islanders have passed us, and now we are in last. 3-0. Fruker, Drury, and Naslund. 4-0. 4-1 win against the Ducks. Lundqvist almost with a shutout. Not quite, though. Gives up a goal with under a minute to go. We get a win there. Back-to-back against the Ducks and Devils. Final game of the month of November. We are 3 points out of the second last place spot. We are the worst team in the division. Now against the Coyotes again. 2-0 Dawes and Naslund. 4-1 Rangers. It's a 4-2 Ranger win against Phoenix. There we go. 3 wins in a row to end the month. We'll play the Leafs, Flyers. We'll play the Leafs, Capitals, and then Kings, Flyers, Lightning to end off the month. We have not been able to jump into an overtime game yet. We'll open up the month against the Flyers. 4-1 win. 4 wins in a row for the Rangers, but somehow we're still in last. 2-1, Callahan and Naslund. It's 2-2, and there's a 4-2 loss. Lundqvist has to make 36 saves. We lose. Sick. Unbelievable. This is... at this point, should we be bad? And there's another bad loss. 5-2 against Columbus. And it's a 3-2 win. Second time in the month we've beaten the Flyers. Gotta beat Washington now. At home. 4-2 after 1. 4-3. 6-5 we lose. Lundqvist with a garbage performance. 6 goals on 27 shots. That is so pathetic. We'll actually play the Islanders and Devils back-to-back, and then the Flyers and Lightning to end the month. 6-3 loss against Buffalo, 2-0 loss against Philly, and now you're 13-19, and we are 6 points out of second to last. Now we'll play the Islanders. 2-1. 4-2, we get the win. There it is. All right. Okay, so now we're going to look at the stats. We're 33 games in. 8 more games, and then that'll put us halfway through the year. Lundqvist hasn't been bad, not great. You know, Nigel Dawes leads our team in points. Really?
Other guys that
He's in the AHL. Yeah, this team is really feeble. What is your discipline? Your discipline's 95. You have 142 penalty minutes, 33 games in. Holy crap. That is really what most people finish with. And he has that not even half. He's going to have almost 300 penalty minutes. That is freaking crazy. Goalies, I guess. I mean, yeah, Lundqvist is playing good. Valakech sucks. AHL, how we looking? Our leading point scorer, Delzato, Jessamine, Sharapanov, Parento, Sanguinetti, Stepan. In the AHL, he's doing good. He's getting top 6 minutes. He's our best prospect. Entire league, where are we? If we're going to be this bad, you want to be this bad. Like, there's no being in the mushy middle. We are right now.
There's no being in the mushy middle?
We are right now the 3rd worst team in the league.
Oh, wow.
So, at least we're stinking it up. At least we are stinking it up.
We're good and far from the mushy middle.
We are good. You know, that's better because this draft, John Tavares or Victor Hedman. Personally, I would rather Victor Hedman, you know, a 6'7", 240-pound defenseman who has good offensive skills, never comes around, and yet here he is. But if we had to settle for 3rd, well, we don't know. We haven't drafted him yet. We're drafted in June.
Okay.
If we had to get another player, I would like Ryan O'Reilly. He's projected 6. So if we don't get picks 1 or 2, I would like to trade back. Okay, but now it's time to make the trade we've been waiting for. You know, and having in real life. Also, I did pick up this guy. He was a medium elite player. This guy is not real from what I checked. Alvin Byfield, 19-year-old medium elite. He will be a part of this trade. Some might call it cheap, but you know, if the medium elite guy's available and I have extra trade value, of course I'm going to trade him away. And this might come as a shocker to some. Delzato and Gomez. What could we be trading them for? How about we go to Montreal? And let's take a look at their best prospect in P.K. Subban. 6 foot, 210 pounds, great physical, unbelievable shot, 77 overall medium elite, defenseman as well. Will this go through just 2 for 1?
Don't you think someone else is out there? Who's going to be our competition for these guys?
We're just making this trade.
All right.
Let's see what else we could get. You know, if we can get David Desharnais for the AHL, that would be perfect. What if we throw, I don't know, maybe we just toss a 3rd in there? Gomez, Delzato, Byfield for Desharnais, Subban in the 3rd. Rejected. Take away the 3rd. Rejected. Okay. So I guess it's just going to have to be those 3 for Subban. I mean, I would value him highly too. Give me Reinbacher, just a throw in.
Rejected. Wow.
This is...
They're cutting it really close.
Okay, a 3rd. All right, we're going to get it done. Thank you. Thank you, Montreal. It will be Gomez, Delzato, Byfield, a 3rd, and a 7th for Subban. There it is. We get it done. Okay.
Why are they saying errors and lines?
because now we need to call a player up. And now we will call up Hugh Jessamine. There we go. And we will also call up Michael Sauer because the sell-off does not end there at all. Whatsoever, it does not end there. Of course, I will just, I'll just toss Jessamine right in there. Former first-round pick. Injuries have really derailed his career. We're going to try and get it back on track. You'll play on our third line.
Yeah?
Yeah, third line. Third line. That's our first pair. Scratched. Sauer. I will put you in for Mara, and you will see what that trade is right now, because we're not done there. We are not done there. Best lines in the AHL. Offense. Sharpont. Yeah, we're good. Lines are good. Okay. So you will see what that next trade is, because I want to get grittier. I want to get tougher. This team, it needs bite. And we also need players who can play. So I will be trading. How about Mara and Parentu to Minnesota? Oh, no, Dallas. Dallas was the team. And hold on. How about we get Henrik's brother, Joel Lundqvist? What overall is he? I forget. He is a 80 overall, low top 9, 26 years old. We'll get Henrik's brother, and we'll get Sean Avery.
That might be good. That might be a really good.
They reject it, which I expected that. I expected it. I did expect it. Because we're not giving up a lot.
How can we sweeten that deal so it doesn't get rejected?
You give up Blair Betts, and then it goes through. And then it goes through. There we go. We get it done with Dallas. Okay. You get Sean Avery on the team. You get a good player. Lundqvist, Avery. Good trade. Who else do we give away here? You go to LA. You try and get a former first-round pick. Brian Boyle. He ended up being a Ranger in real life. High top 9 potential. Still has something left in the tank. And how about straight up for Peter Pruka? 1 for 1. There it is. And now you can make one more trade. And this one we won't have to give up a player. We'll take. Oh, you know what? There's gonna be one more trade after this. I'm sorry. Derek Bugard, the boogeyman. He also died in real life.
Who are we giving him up? Who are we giving up to him?
We're not giving up. We're just giving them picks. How about a 5th and a 7th? There we go. They say yes. And then we go to St. Louis. One last trade, and it will be for the best fighter in hockey right now, Ryan Reeves. There it is. I like the deals we made. Did we get worse? I'd say so.
We got worse?
I'd say we got worse. You give up an 87 overall. You did get worse. Let's see. How about a 6th? They say no.
I'm not playing.
We're going to make the trade for Reeves, a 6th and a 7th. There we go. We get it done with St. Louis, and there. All right, so those deals are done, and this is the lineup, it says. And when I make changes, probably want to go like that.
Yeah, why?
Because I feel like all the tough guys should probably be on a line right there. And then Boyle, Lundqvist, and Jessamine. That's a good line. And then we'll keep this first line intact. Or you know what? We'll put Dawes on the second line. That gives us way better chemistry. And then this will be our first and second pair. Sauer just slots in right there. Dawes is getting good minutes. Jessamine. There we go. Yeah, to me, I feel like that looks good.
Okay.
I like what
Now
we
we're
did.
ready to play with that?
Yes. We still got the same lines in the AHL. Only minor moves. Wait, why? Why is... Yes. There we go. All right, time to continue simulating on here in the 2008-2009 season. You know, I like the moves we made. I mean, we're preparing for the tank. We really, really are. We will play New Jersey again and then play the final 2 games of the month. All right, let's see how we do here against the Devils.
And before we start the game with the Devils, can we compare our lines with theirs?
Too late. 0-0 after 1. 2-1, we're down. 2-1, game over. 36 saves, though, from Lundqvist, even though we lost.
Lundqvist is Superman when it comes to being a goalie.
We will play the final 2 games of the calendar year 2008 against the Flyers and the Lightning. There's a 3-2 loss against the Blackhawks. A 6-2 win against the Islanders and a 2-1 win. We are 1 win out of second to last. We will play Philadelphia. 3-2 at the end of 1. 4-3. 8-4 we lose. We just got punked. Final game of the calendar year against Tampa Bay at home. Here we go. 4 home games in a row to end off the year. New Year's Eve, 0-0 at the end of 1. 2-0, we're down. 2-1. Game over, Rangers lose. Back-to-back losses to end the year. Happy New Year, guys. We still suck. We will play the Avalanche and Oilers to open up the new year. You know, we'll play the first 3 games. Avalanche, Oilers, and Penguins. 1-0, Zherdev. 2-0, Zherdev. 4-1, it's over. There it is. Nice win. Nice win. Ooh, yes, we got to play the Thrashers. No, we'll play Pittsburgh and then Atlanta. In Atlanta. Let's see how we do against the Oilers. There's back-to-back wins. Now against the Penguins. We should get trounced here. They're a great team. 1-0, it's Malkin. 3-1, game over. 4-2 loss. Who could have seen that one coming?
Well, we at least we got on the scoreboard a couple of times. So.
4 games I need us to go 2-2 or 1-3. I don't want to win 3 or 4 of them. Being bad here would be a plus. There's an overtime loss. A win. A win. Please lose this game. 3 wins in a row. Okay. Pick a lane here, guys. Do you want to be bad or good? Please. 2-0. And it's going to be 4 wins in a row for the Rangers.
I guess they want to be good.
Okay.
You asked. Pick a lane.
This is just... You will play the Senators and Leafs to open up February. There's a 3-2 loss, a 5-2 win, a 4-1 win, 3-2 overtime loss. Okay. Please lose. Thank you. 3-2 loss. Okay. Where are we in the standings right now? You got to check. Entire league. Please don't tell me we're top 20.
Nope, we're not.
All right, we're 24th. That means we right now have the 7th overall pick. I'm okay with that. You know?
All right, so if you're okay with it, we move on. Let's keep going.
Nigel Dawes is looking good. Yeah, I mean, mediocre years from everyone, if I'm being honest. Jessamine has
Not
actually been good.
Lundqvist. Lundqvist wasn't mediocre.
All right, let's see how he's been doing. He's been good.
Yeah.
Not best goalie in the league levels, but he's been solid.
Right.
We play the two Ontario teams, one in Ottawa, the other at home in New York. 2-1. It's a 2-1 Ranger win. 25 saves from Henrik Lundqvist, as there we go. It's another good win for the Rangers. We will play the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're a good team. Grudge match, here we go. February 1st to open up the month. Let's see how this one goes. 1-1 after one. 2-2, we're tied. 4-3, we lose. You know, we could have had an overtime game there, and we still have not had one this season. We will continue to go here. 25, 27, and 2 through 54 games. You will play the Islanders and Panthers before the trade deadline. Losing games is a necessity here. The Stars are a really good team. 3-0 loss. The Sharks are bad. We beat them in a shootout. The Islanders suck. We beat them in a shootout. Mm-hmm. The Stars, they're great, and we win. And now we're 500. And here comes another one. You can just smell it. Oh, thank God. Please lose to the Islanders here. I've never wanted to lose to them more.
Really?
Please. 1-1, 2-1, 4-1.
We didn't lose to the Islanders.
We can't even be bad properly. That's the sad part. We'll just get up to the deadline at this point.
Put us, really, though.
We'll see. You gotta lose games. Yes. 29, 30, and 2. Please lose the next two games. That you beat the... And now we're over 500.
Not that much. And how many more games do we have to go?
Like 20?
Well, we could still go below 500. Have confidence.
All right, well, I mean, let's see who we can trade away.
Yeah. Why do we need to trade? We can stay with what we have.
I don't think that's...
Wind up below 500. When do we meet the Devils?
I don't know. I think we're done for the season.
Really? Okay. Oilers are a good team, too.
Naslund, we could trade to Minnesota for their first. They reject.
I don't know if I'd give away all our plan. And they reject and they know what we've got going on.
All right, we are going to get this done. Good deal. Let's see. All right, there it is. Good trade. There it is. We get it done. We're going to exit the deadline. We give away Naslund.
Well, you think that was the move to make?
I think it was because we're too good. Dawes goes right up there. What if you give Jessamine some first line time? Yeah.
What about Joe Lunkin?
He's getting the third line.
Maybe you should put him on second.
Absolutely not. He's an 80 overall.
Do we want to win?
No. Power play. Put Jessamine there. So I'm out for Rose. Actually, wait. Well, why? Yeah, put Callahan there. There it is. All right, we'll continue to go. Again, still haven't jumped into a game this year. That's really just crazy. We'll play the Canucks right out of the deadline. They're a good team, and we're going to beat them, of course. Why wouldn't we? Oh, my God, finally an overtime game. They come back scoring 3 goals with under 3 minutes left. Oh my goodness. And we're finally going to jump into a game. Thank God.
Yeah, it seemed like forever.
They can wear their old skate jerseys. Canucks, Rangers, overtime at the Garden. Here we go. Here we are at MSG. Of course, back then it is 4-on-4 overtime face-off, won by the Rangers. Here is Wade Redden. He will look. He will dump it into the zone. He gets it down in deep. Edler. Now to Sedin. Here goes Sedin. Right up the wing. Over to Sedin. The two brothers. What a save. Here's Edler. Good play there. Bieksa. Now to Sedin. Good block there. Roosevelt battled off the puck. Good, terrible pass. And there goes Wade Redden. Get him. Sherdev. Redden. Here's Drury. Drury. Shot blocked by Sedin.
Yeah, it takes a lot to ruffle it.
What was that? Terrible play there. Dubinsky will get on it. Dubinsky up ahead. Here goes Mark Stahl. Game on a stick. He's going to beat the defense. Stahl missed. What a bad pass. Girardi, and now we're going to have a fist fight. Here we go. Bieksa against Girardi in overtime. Girardi even fight so far. Oh, and Girardi knocks him out with an uppercut. There we go. Come on.
Did you see the way the team is there? Life and man.
Come on. Huge. Huge fight win. Drury, Sherdev, Redden, and Roosevelt out for the Rangers. Face-off one. By Vancouver, here's Sundin. Matt Sundin. Great job there by Roosevelt. Sherdev here in overtime to win it. Nikolai Sherdev.
Disappointing fans here, guys.
Sherdev loses it. Mitchell Nada to Mitra. Pavel to Mitra. Good play there, but here comes Mitchell against Roosevelt. He goes wide, swoops in. Great job by Redden, 15 to go. Burroughs wrecked. Olin shot, save Lundqvist. One last rush for New York. Sherdev waits, he looks. Drury shot, save Luongo. Two of the best goalies in the league coming up clutch. 5 seconds left. Maybe one last shot for the Rangers. It is Dubinsky, Dawes, Stahl, and Sauer. Face off. Won by the Rangers. Mark Stahl shot save. Dawes on net. It's over. We're heading to a shootout. Here we go.
It really seemed like we had an opportunity there.
Here's Sedin. Moving it in. What a save, Lundqvist. On Daniel. Here comes Sherdev. He will move in on Luongo. Save.
Oh my God. I really thought that was going to go in. I really thought we had it.
Here is Henrik Sedin. The two twins going back to back, and it's a score. Squeaks in past Henrik. Wow. The two Henriks facing off, and what a goal there. Here's the defenseman, the former #1 pick, Wade Redden. Save Luongo. It stays out on the line, and a goal to win it for Vancouver. Pavel Demitra to end it at the Garden. Save Lundqvist. And now it's a goal to stay alive. A save for Vancouver wins it. Nigel Dawes moving in. This is it. Dawes scores! Down to the wire. Nigel Dawes. Sickest hands on the team. Tied at 1 in the shootout. And here comes Matt Sundin. Scores! What a move!
That happened so fast.
And it's Drury. A goal needed to stay alive. There's Drury! Save Luongo. Canucks take it in a shootout.
That was frustrating.
You know, you get your first extra time game and it's just for a 10 like that. It's just ballistic.
That was not fun.
That was your favorite game of the year? we will play the Canadiens and Bruins back-to-back. And we'll see how it goes until then. 5-2 loss there. We'll actually play Atlanta, Detroit, Montreal, Boston, and then head into the new month. 4-2 loss. You've lost 3 games in a row. Make it 4. Oh my God. And now we play the Red Wings. They are a great team. And my, oh my, 5 losses in a row at a great time for the Rangers. Now we play Atlanta. This could be an even game of the mediocrity teams. And we're going to get pumped. Another 3-0 loss, and it's 6 in a row for New York. They are losing games at the perfect time, and all of a sudden, the Islanders are on our tail. It's a 5-3 win against the Penguins. Damn, and the Red Wings are a great team. It's 2-0, and it's over. A 4-1 loss for the Rangers. Come on. Perfect timing. Let's go. 32, 36, and 3 with 11 games to go. Please lose to Boston. They have the best goalie in the league. One of, at least. The 2 best goalies in hockey. Thomas against Lundqvist. You lose to them in a shootout. You get a point, but you still lose. Carey Price against Henrik Lundqvist. Little did they know these would be the 2 best goalies of the 2010s facing off. 3-2 at the end of 1. It's 4-3, and it's a 7-5 gutsy Ranger win. My goodness.
Are we not surprised?
That's crazy. The fact that we won that game is shocking. I mean, Jessamine and Dawes, the 2 young guns, they scored 2 goals. That's a win you could be at least a little proud of, even though we want to lose. We play the Bruins again. You know, again, great goaltending matchup. Gotta hope their goalie plays better than ours, even though I love Lundqvist. And here we go. Please. Yes! All right, we're going overtime. We're going overtime. We get to jump in. Thank God. And you know what? We're going to break out the Liberty jerseys. We're going to break out the Liberty jerseys.
I like those jerseys.
Yeah.
I really do.
We'll go.
I like the yellow one better for them.
Here we go. Bruins, Rangers, overtime at TD Garden. The battle of Lundqvist against Thomas. A 94 overall in Lundqvist facing off against a 95 overall goalie in Thomas. Overtime underway. Face off here, won by the Bruins. Here goes Dennis Wideman. Full head of steam. Marks the Bard. Blocked. Down low it goes. Krejci up ahead to Wideman. Over. Chara. Big drive. Missed. Here's Wideman. Back up. Over. And the 6'9" behemoth, Zdeno Chara, with the overtime winner. I'm not blaming anyone. That shot was clocked in at 104 miles per hour.
Wow.
And look at how effortless.
It just happened so fast.
Look at how effortless Big Z makes us.
It's like we barely got into the overtime.
Lundqvist could only watch as that one whistles past his glove, and there is a loss against Boston. 39 minutes into this video. We will play New Jersey to end off the month, and then the Thrashers, Grandma's favorite rival of us, the Devils.
Yeah.
Gotta lose to Montreal here, please. Yes! Islanders, 1 point behind us in the standings. If they pass us, that almost guarantees a top 7 pick. Now you play the Devils 2-2, 4-2. Game over. It's a 4-3 Ranger win. 37 saves for Lundqvist.
Happy.
I mean, you know, you hate the Islanders, but you hate the Devils with a passion.
I like to beat the Devils.
2-1 loss against Vancouver, and now we're tied with the Islanders. If we lose this game, they pass us, I think. Please, Atlanta. Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta, man. Let's go. Right. The Thrashers, that's huge. And now we will slow sim the last 4 games of the year, all against Western teams, 2 on the road, and then the final 2 games, 81 and 82 at home. Game 79 here at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. 1-0 at Zverev. 3-0. Rangers win it 5-0. A shutout win there for Henrik Lundqvist. 3 games to go. 80, 81, and 82 on the schedule. Again, if we could finish below the Islanders, I would be proud. So that means you need to win 1 and lose 2. Because right now we're tied with the same amount of games played. 1-1. Reeves and Cogliano. Still 1-1. 2-1. Huge loss. Come on. Games 81 and 82 on the season. If you lose this game, you almost guarantee we're going to be worse than them. But here we go. At MSG on the 10th and 11th of April for the final 2 matchups of the year. The Islanders have 1 game left. We have 2. You lose this and it's sealed. 2-0. And they did it. The Rangers have done the unthinkable. And depending on if the Islanders win or lose their last game, we have officially, and there it is, we have clinched last place in the Atlantic Division for 2009. We will play the Flames. I'd like to win this game. Final game of the year. 1-0, Jessamine. 2-1, Boyle and Aginla. 3-2. There's a win. You get all 3 of the young guys stepping up in game 82. The Rangers finished 36, 41, and 5. 77 points. Last in the division. Our leading point scorer, Nigel Dawes. 64 points. Ew. Okay, I mean, there it is. There's the season. Not a bad season. Really, with this draft coming up, this is probably as good as it gets. Lundqvist had a solid year. Solid year. Valaket played great down the stretch. I'm surprised he didn't drag us to some of the wins. Entire league. This is probably...
What Lundqvist's brother do?
Oh, check that. That's actually a good point, Randy. All right. Rangers, Lundqvist's brother, 42 points. I mean, on the third line, he isn't getting much ice time. And wow, look at that, 83 games played because he played 1 extra with Dallas. How funny is that?
50%.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Of course, your leading point getter in the league, who else? Sidney Crosby, 21 years old, and he's a 98 overall. Sedin, Spezza, Malkin, Joe Sakic. Could that be a potential pickup in the offseason? We all know this story. Air Force One saved the Avalanche back in the mid-90s from Sakic signing a 3-year, $21 million contract with the Rangers.
Jesus.
And right now, that would be probably $50 million. Probably north there. Ovechkin, Parise, Yager. Who did he sign with? The Blue Jackets. Wow. Simmons, Stahl, Nash, St. Louis. Oh, I thought that said Ryan Whitney. I'm like, Kane, Gabrick. Goalies, we'll sort minimum games, 30. The best goalie in the league, Marc-Andre Fleury. Shockingly, a mediocre year for all goalies, even though this was the quote-unquote dead puck era where goalies reigned supreme. Shocking to see that many, having good years, but no one having a great year that would stand out. Sergei Gonchar will win the Norris over Mark Streit. Good season by him.
Who was the best goalie of the year?
How am I forgetting already? It was Marc-Andre Fleury. It was close, but it's going to be him. Entire league, this is what matters most. We finished last. Pittsburgh, Boston, Carolina, Chicago, and Tampa, the top 5 teams in the league. Okay, so we were not a top 20 team in hockey.
Where were we, though?
Okay, 6th overall pick. 6th overall pick.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. I actually like that. Wait. We traded Naslund to Minnesota. They made the playoffs, so that's going to be a late first-round pick. I'm okay with that, too. I mean, yeah. View draft class. I mean, it's going to be Tavares. But Hedman, I would love to get Victor Hedman. But I just don't think we can. If we can get Ryan O'Reilly, though, that would be pretty good. I'd like that as Maybe our first line center of the future. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice to me. And this is probably where the pick's going to be, probably like this 21 to 30 range. Cal Palmieri, Simone Dupre, John Moore, Magnus Paiarvi, Tatar Palat. Solid players, but no one jumping off of the page good. So yeah, we'll see the matchups and then end it right there. Advanced day. Actually, you know what? Final thing before we check the 2009 playoff matchups. AHL producers. Alexei Sharapov had 80 points in 80 games in his rookie year. 82 games. Yeah, he's already an 80 overall. So this kid's going to be sick. 36 goals.
Pretty good. Oh,
Bobby Sanguetti with 72 points as a defenseman.
we weren't even watching him.
Stepan with 61. This team had to have been good. And wow. Okay. Entire league. Our AHL team was the 6th best team in the AHL. Pretty good. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. I really like seeing Anisimov. A lot of these guys had such good years. It almost makes you wonder if they could win the Calder Cup. Entire league. Who had the best rookie season? Okay, so yeah, Sharapov's not going to win it because, like, everyone, I guess, was counted as a rookie. Same in the NHL, so this is just a wash. All right, but there it is. We will check out the playoff matchups and then end it right there. Next episode will be free agency, the draft, and the first half of year number 2, the 2009-10 season. NHL regular season is complete. So, in the Western Conference, the playoff matchups go Chicago against Edmonton, St. Louis against Detroit, Anaheim against Minnesota, and Vancouver against Colorado. In the East, Pittsburgh against Montreal, Tampa against New Jersey, Boston against Florida, and Carolina against Ottawa. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time where we take care of the offseason of year number 1. Successful year, top 8 pick guaranteed. You like to see it. We're going to get probably a good first-line player with that pick. Maybe you strike magic and you get number 1 or 2, and you can get Tavares or Hedman. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let's go, Rangers. See you in the offseason.